You're selling the Dodge Mahal? What the heck? It's too bright. It's too bright of white. It just reflects sun too much. I can't handle it. No, I'm just kidding, but it is really bright out here. Thanks for joining the video today. I'm going to explain why I'm selling the Dodge Mahal. Oh, and I'm going to give you some hints about the new rig. All right. Let's dive in. Oh man, I'm gonna miss this rig like crazy, man. Testing. Trying to get good audio for you guys, you know what I mean? Oh shoot. All right, so why am I selling the Dodge Mahal? Well, in order to explain that, I'm gonna take you back a little bit to the start of all of this and before I bought the truck. So I owned a four-door Jeep JK for 4 years, and I absolutely loved the freedom I had to go out camping, specifically anywhere I wanted. And I'd go out rock crawling and pushing the Jeep, and I loved that aspect of it and the challenge of a rough trail. But my main thing was camping. So I ended up sacrificing all that off-road ability and buying a two-wheel drive Sunraider, which I ripped apart. Okay.
Got it.
There you go.
Halfway.
Nice, man. With grand intentions of doing a full rebuild, and then ended up realizing that was a silly idea. So I sold the Sunraider, and voila. The Dodge Mahal, formerly known as the EEXP, came up for sale, and I had to scoop it. So this was a big step, having four-wheel drive, having 33-inch tires, but it still was far from a Jeep JK. So I knew that I was gonna have to adjust my expectations of where I went off-road. Now, I'll be honest, this truck has absolutely amazed me as far as its off-road ability and how much fun it is to drive. But I've always had dreams of having a truck with even bigger tires, that's even smaller truck. These are some hints for you on the next build. That is even more capable with front and rear lockers and, you know, like a real rock crawling home. At first, I was tempted to keep the Jeep JK and try to live out of that, because I've seen people do that, and I think I could do that too. But it'd be a challenge. And so this rig for me has been the absolute perfect balance between comfort and a 4x4 off-road home. And I'm honestly very nervous to sell it because I think it's going to be hard to strike that balance again. The new rig is going to have a lot of compromises in the space area and how much I'm able to haul as far as weight. But of course, those are pros and cons. I'm hoping that the good thing about all that is that it'll be able to go a little faster, maybe mob a little bit harder. And ultimately, my goal is to build a rig that can complete certain trails, iconic trails across the U.S. The Rubicon would be sweet to complete the Rubicon Trail that no truck camper has done before, or be comfortable really wheeling to certain spots to go live. Because that's why I do this ultimately, is to get out there. And I want a rig. If I have a rig that's going to get me out there even more, well, I think that's going to be great. And I think it's going to be worth the challenge of trying to live out of something a little bit lighter. Now, with that said, it's going to be a camper. It's going to be a sweet camper. So we're not going to be roughing it in the new rig. It'll be amazing. The other thing I'll say about why I'm selling the truck and why I'm doing this is because I have met people who are very talented, very cool people, and also share this passion of building this same rig with me. And they get it. They see that when we build this, it's going to be the first of its kind in a very unique way. And people are going to want to be a part of it. And it's going to be a big thing. I'm very excited. And also humbled for the opportunity. So that's why I'm selling the rig. A lot of the reasons I'm selling it don't really have to do with the rig itself, more so just the timing and wanting to take advantage of new opportunities. And I'm really going to miss this. But, you know, also this rig has pushed me in a lot of ways. And I can see there are certain things that I would want to change. And maybe certain areas, like I said, being lighter, things like that, and still trying to get a similar amount of comfort out of it is going to be a big goal. So I'm super stoked. I do have a buyer for this rig. I was planning on making this video more, you know, like a for sale, like, hey, buy the Dodge Mahal, check it out. It's a sweet rig. You'll love it. But I actually already have a buyer for the rig. He's put a deposit down and he's flying out. He's going to drive this thing a couple thousand miles back to the East Coast. And he's coming out in about a week here. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos of modifications I've done to the rig, little things here and there that I want to wrap up and show you. Like, for example, the kitchen, I've not really shown you guys. I haven't really taken a second to kind of point out details and how I've really dialed this kitchen in. And I want to do some videos with the rig before it's gone. Let me know if there's anything specifically that you want to see. I'm going to do videos about the up-down air system, how we aired up and down all four wheels and tires, all four tires at once. And I'm going to do videos about like the Warren winch and the Max Tracks and things that have been on the rig for about 5 years now that have held up so good, and also just, you know, real feedback on that stuff. So please drop a comment if there's anything you want to see on this rig as far as the features. I'm going to do an interior walkthrough of the camper. Bamboo veneer over there. Anyways, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. It's going to be a bummer to see this thing go, but also I'm so thankful to have owned it, and really that, you know, it's pushed me so far in my Overland career. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any other videos. We're going to keep them ripping on through for you this week. And the question is, are you down to mob?